think what appeals about the sport are many things. I think it's the freedom of expression, the artistic side of it is great. I think the more I advance in it, the more you can express yourself artistically, much like a dancer would. But also the camaraderie amongst the guys. We're all like-minded people, and although we'll go into the aerobatic arena and compete on the ground, we're a close bunch of guys, great camaraderie, and I enjoy that and appreciate that very much. Aircraft's Exo 300L. It's a 300 horsepower motor. It has a Lycoming 0540 engine with a full inverted fuel system. It's a relatively old aeroplane by today's standards, by a lot of the other aircraft that will be in this contest, but still a great, reliable, very safe airplane to fly. First thing is to be safe. I tend to treat display flying much as I do competition flying. I practice it beforehand. I do not try to improvise in the middle of a sequence. I fly exactly as I planned, but what happens very often is with the wind conditions and 101 other variables, you do have to make changes to a display, and when I do that I always try and make them for the more conservative. But the overall architecture of my displays I think is to be more artistic than it is to be stunting, so I like to have a mix-up between slow, graceful tumbling maneuvers, torque rolls, and then very abrupt maneuvers, and try and get that contrast going and present an overall artistic appeal. So I bring a lot of the competition flying, which is a very different style to airshow flying. So I try to keep my lines as precise as possible. I try to keep it as close to the crowd as I can, and then intermingle that with a lot of flowing, graceful maneuvers. So it's not exactly a fast-going show. It's better suited to a waltz. It's better suited to more classical music, and it tends to work well to that. And I spend a lot of time preparing my sequences and my routines to slower music. So although the maneuvers may be advanced, the execution of them is very slow and graceful. And I think that makes it a bit different to the other guys that are going for a slightly faster pace, much higher energy show. I like very much rolling in the vertical, because if you get it right, it's the nicest thing you can do in an aeroplane, I think, but if you get it wrong, it really looks messy. So I think vertical rolls are great, and multiple snaps as well. If you can just snap the aeroplane, just get it to stop crisply, that's a great thing to achieve.